Okay, good evening to everyone present here. I think I can see all students present today. And we have Anubhav Madhav with us. He was a Neurite. I'm proud to say he was my student. I'm very proud of him because there wasn't a day when he wouldn't do coding. Even on Saturdays when he was in school, he would say, "मैम कोई अच्छा सा प्रोग्राम दे दो ना बोर हो रहा हूँ मुझे कुछ प्रोग्रामिंग करनी है." That is what I remember for Anubhav. Right from the day he joined, he showed me his previous school notebook, what he had maintained. मैंने मुझे इतने प्रोग्राम करने आते हैं, मुझे इतना आता है, आप मुझे कुछ अच्छा नया सिखाओ. So every day used to be, even I used to wait for Anubhav to come. And there was a time in 12th standard, I don't remember exactly, but then he was absent, on and off absent. And I was the one who used to ask him, भाई बच्चा तू इतना absent क्यों रहता है? Problem क्या है actual में? Like I never wanted him to be absent so much. So I was the one who I talked to the class teacher, and then there were some issues with the school and with Anubhav, and then finally we brought him back to school. I said, "Chal, nahi, this is not something that's going to happen to you, and you have to come back to school." And he really performed very well in computer science exams. He's doing very well in his current life. He is Microsoft.
Done student past.
Yes, and he'll guide you through the program what exactly he is doing and how you can have your careers into programming and into computer science. Okay, over to you, Anubhav.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your kind words. I still remember that when there was no one to support me, it was just you who believed in me. So whatever I'm today, it's just because of you.
No, no,
So
Beta,
thank you
it's
so
not that.
much. Okay, so shall we start?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. I'm Anubhav Madhav, a third year computer science engineering student at Indian Institute of Information Technology, Vadodara. And today we will be talking about life in computer science and engineering. So let's first see that what all we are going to cover in today's talk. First of all, I'll be sharing with you that what is the difference between computer science engineering and software engineering. Then let's see that what are the 4 years of CSC or computer science engineering in short. And then I'll be guiding you or just showing you a roadmap so that you can excel your life in computer science. And then we'll see that what else do computer science comprise of other than programming and those 9 to 5 jobs. Then we'll talk about few myths about CSE so that it may clear your misunderstandings. And at last, I'll share some important tips for you so that you must follow them before you enter your college. So let's begin with it. Let's start with a very basic question. What is computer science and engineering? It is majorly a subject or a study of variety of topics related to computers, like computer softwares, computer hardwares, algorithms, computer networks, operating systems like Windows, Mac, Linux, etc. And many of you might not be knowing, but there is a bit difference between computer science engineering and software engineering. See, computer science engineering mostly focuses on the part that how does a computer works from the mathematical and the theoretical perspective. Whereas software engineering is a study of how softwares are developed, how a software is maintained, and how a software is tested. It totally focuses on the software, whereas computer science focuses on the software as well as hardware. So, and that is mostly more on the scientist perspective view, computer science, whereas software engineering is just building, developing, maintaining, and testing it. And see, well, let me tell you one thing that computer science is not only just writing the programs, making some apps or websites, and getting a job. The life which you will be pursuing in 4 years of your bachelor's in technology, in computer science and engineering, it is much more amazing. Companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon organize various events, workshops, and fests in which you all can participate. And they offer you much exciting goodies and gifts. Let me show you some of them. I cannot show you all, but let's see that what I have got here. This is a gift from Google, which I received in 2019 because I developed a Google Assistant action for Google Assistant. It was basically a certificate and a t-shirt. And the other thing which I received is it is a picture from 2019 only. It is a platform called Google Developer Groups Baroda. which who organizes an annually developer fest where all the developers or the programmers or the people who write code gather at one place and discuss about certain things. So this is our team who got first prize in an IoT workshop. I think you all might be you all might be knowing that what is an IoT. IoT stands for Internet of Things. So our team stood first around among 400 participants, and we were gifted few Intel gifts. And the next is this is also the t-shirt which I'm currently wearing right now. So when you participate and organize various events, you will get some such exciting gifts. This is also a gift which I recently received from Google. It is a laptop bag, laptop sticker, two t-shirts from Google, and many more such things. And soon I'll be also receiving a gift from Microsoft. Not just one gift, many gifts from Microsoft, because I'm a Microsoft student ambassador right now. So, well, this talk is not just for small kids. It is basically for students of 11th and 12th standard. Let me tell you, if I would have to define your 4 years of computer science in one word, I would say that your first year is your year of exploration, and your second year is projects, and third year is for internships, fourth year is for placement. But throughout these 4 years, the most important thing is you. So it's better if you pay attention to your personality development and build yourself up. I would come to all of these things and will show you a guide, a roadmap, so that you can excel your 4 years later in the talk. But let me tell you first about the biggest mistake which many people do. The biggest mistake which some people do in while they join their college in computer sciences, that they focus only on the syllabus given by college. Please don't do this, because there is a lot more to learn other than just learning the core subjects which are provided by a college. There is a lot more to do. But there is an exception. If you want to pursue masters after your bachelor's, whether from India or from out of India, you should be focusing on core subjects too, given by college. It's better if you maintain a CGPA of greater than 9, else it would work. Else a CPA of 7.5 or 8 would also work if you just want placements after your bachelor's. And let me tell you one thing, that many of you want to join computer science and engineering because you might be thinking of working in companies like Google, Microsoft, or Amazon. So let me clear you one thing, that companies like Google even accepts a candidate with a CGPA of 7. The only thing which they want is that the candidate should be highly skilled in programming, or preferably the topic data structures and algorithms. So what I want to say is that do not rush hard to maintain a CGPA of greater than 9. Even a CGPA of 7 would work. And but if you focus on your skills, like programming skills, preferably on the topic data structures and algorithms, and problem solving skills, there is a high chance of you getting hired by Google or Microsoft or any other such good company. But still, there are many such people who are really very good at programming, who are really very good at problem solving, who are really very good at data structures and algorithms, but still they are not able to make it to Google. Why? Because companies like Google or Microsoft prefers a candidate with much better personality, not just with great coding skills. That's why told you that it's better for you if you focus on your personality development throughout the 4 years. And there is also a fact that companies like Amazon do not even cares about your CGPA. Even if you have a CGPA of 5 or 4, they would still allow you to sit for their interviews. And if you clear their interviews, you're hired by them. But sometimes companies like Microsoft do allows a person with a CGPA of greater than 8 only. Well, till now, if anyone has any questions, they can ask me, or shall I continue? Any doubt regarding any points yet, or any questions?
I think, Anubhav, we can have the question answer session at the end.
Ma'am, shall I
So
continue
you
with
can,
it?
yes, you can continue with your presentation. Let everyone analyze, and then you can go ahead with the QA round. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Well, let me tell you the importance of seniors. Seniors are really very good for you. Like it's a Kohinoor for you. Like, let me tell you one thing. As soon as you join your college, do one thing, stalk your seniors. Not on Instagram, but especially on websites like LinkedIn or GitHub. If you don't know what is LinkedIn, it is a social media platform for professionals. And GitHub, GitHub is basically a website where programmers or developers upload their projects, a piece of code using a software called Git. And then do one thing, that stay in touch with the ones who are doing well in their life. Like first you will stalk them, that what your seniors are doing in their life, shortlist the people who are doing well in their life, like who are really very good at programming or really making really good projects or really scoring very high. Stay in touch with them. Don't just stick to one senior. Get to know at least 5 to 6 of them, because different people have different kinds of experiences and perceptions. So if you will stay in touch with 5 to 6 of them, you will get to know almost everything about them. Okay, and you can also ask your seniors that which courses did they prefer in learning some programming language or technology or framework like Django, something else. And the best part is that some seniors can even help you to get your internships or placement through referrals. Yes, like for example, if you have a very good relationship with one of your senior, and later on he's placed in a company like Amazon, then he can even refer you that yes, this candidate is really very good at programming. I know him personally. Amazon can hire him. So what it does is that it makes better chances for you to get hired. It makes the interview process easier for you. So it's better if you stay in touch with your seniors. And the next thing is, which I told you, is personality development. So how can you develop your personality within your college life? It is by joining clubs and organizing events helps you a lot in growing your personality. So you can do one thing: join college clubs, societies, or committees like coding club, music club, or technical committees, etc. Like, and try to hold some good positions in your club or society, whatever it is. Just stop being an introvert. It's better to be an extrovert if you want to do excel in your life. Being an introvert is also not a bad thing, but it's better for you if you'll be an extrovert, because it's your college life. It's time to open up yourself. It's time to shine. It's time to show that you are a new right. And do one thing, that learn to meet new people, get to know about them, get to know their perceptions, get to know the world, so that you will get to know that how does our corporate world works. This all will make you better for not only for corporate world but for complete life. And grow your network. Make use of LinkedIn. If you do not have a profile on LinkedIn, make one today, and make some better connections which are already doing that thing, or have already pursued that which you want to pursue. And also work on your communication skills. And in college what happens is that they organize various fests, events, and workshops. But in schools, it is done by the school administration. But in colleges, it is done by the students. So it's better if you are in the organizing team. It will help you develop your personality and maintain all your social media profiles very well. Not just Instagram, but also LinkedIn and GitHub. And the most important thing is that surround yourself with smart people, because your surrounding makes you. Like, let's say if your friends are gamers, eventually you will also end up being a gamer. And if your friends are really very good at coding, you will end up become a great coder. And the other tip is that college life is not just about studying and getting a good job. It's also about developing a personality and making yourself ready for the market or the corporate world. That is why it is really very important to develop your personality within these 4 years. And if I would like to summarize your life in computer science and engineering in 10 different parts, it can be like maintaining a decent CPI. If you're planning for placement just after your bachelor's, then no need to struggle hard for a CGPA of greater than 9. There is no such rule that if you will have a CGPA of greater than 9 or 10, then you will be hired by Google. As I've already told you, that Google even hires a CGPA, a student with a CGPA of 7, and Amazon do not even cares about it. But it's better if you maintain a CGPA of at least 7.5 to 8.5, so that the companies which do have criteria of CGPAs, you can check for their interviews too. And the next most important thing is data structures and algorithms. This is the most important topic in any programming language. So just keep this in your mind that data sets apps is the most important thing and you cannot ignore it anyhow. Because when you'll come in your third year or in fourth year, and when you'll just sit for your placements, giving interviews, most of the questions will be asked from data sets and algorithms. So it's better if you focus very well on that. Even in your 11th and 12th standard, you have to try. The next thing is programming. What you can do is that when you learn a programming language, for now you all are learning Python, so you might be knowing about websites like HackerRank, CodeChef, CodeForces, LeetCode, etc. Start practicing on these websites from now only. This will surely help you a lot in future. Trust me. If you want names, just write it down somewhere. Websites like HackerRank, Hacker, then you want to go to websites like CodeForces, then LeetCode or Top Coder. But start with the basic one and then go for the higher one. The other thing in computer science and engineering is development. So what development is, basically it is either web development, developing beautiful websites, or developing Android apps which you can use it in your phones, or developing iOS apps which you can use in your iPhones, and other such things are like blockchain or cloud computing. These are new technologies. And the most interesting thing is you can even learn to develop augmented reality or virtual reality apps using Unity engine, and that too without no coding. But if you want to do coding, that you would have to learn a language like C sharp. And the next thing is research. See, research is basically a thing where you write scientific papers, or I must say that it's more into machine learning or artificial intelligence thing. So if you are planning for master's or PhD, then you would definitely love to go for this research and write some scientific papers. And the next thing which many of you might not be knowing is open source contribution. See, what open source is actually, it is many organizations like Facebook, or I must say Google even, to publicize their certain projects. What they do is that they make that complete code of the project or app available to all the public for free. And even you can contribute them in the code. You can go to its repository on GitHub and find its code, that how is that app made. And if you want some changes, you can clone it to your PC, make that changes, and commit it to that website. And if they would like it, they would add it in their project or in their app. And you might have also heard about Google Summer of Code. If not, then you can find out. It's a 3 months long open source challenge, which is organized by Google every year. So if you can participate in that as soon as you join college, it's better. Till last year, we also used to have Google Code in. That was for students till 16 to 17 years of age. But for now, we don't have that. Maybe soon Google will be announcing such competition. So just keep in mind, just stay updated. And the next thing is an impressive profile. An impressive profile is not just on, as I said, not just on Instagram or Snapchat or something. It's more on LinkedIn. LinkedIn can help you get jobs. LinkedIn is our social media platform for professionals. You can show off your achievements, your projects, your certificates on a social media platform like LinkedIn. And the recruiters, which generally hires candidates, especially engineers, can watch your profile, and if they would like it, they would surely contact you that would you like to please join us as a software engineer or something. So it's a plus point if you maintain your LinkedIn profile really very well. And the other thing which I told you is already personality development. How to do it? Try to join as much clubs and organize various events in your college. The next thing is communities, groups, and clubs. We have already talked about clubs, and the communities here. By communities, I mean is that uh, Google Developer Groups Baroda. You can search for that. Even join that community right now, whether you are in 11th standard or 12th standard, it doesn't matter. And uh, yearly they organize a event named DevFest. You can even participate in that. You will get to learn a lot. They organize various workshops on various topics. So it's better if you learn all these things beforehand. And the next thing is that you can even search for a thing called Hack Club. And you can start a Hack Club in New Era itself, where and they will provide you with certain prizes, gifts, goodies. If you organize various events like coding contests and something like that. So it's better if you organize some coding contest every month or within every 2 months in your area itself. So it will just keep on that high. And the next thing is ambassador rules. This is like you might have heard about or might not have heard about Google DSC, that is Google Developer Student Clubs. It is something that you can start on your own campus, or if you have already one, you can join that. And the next thing by Microsoft is Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. It means that if you become a Google DSC lead or Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador, then you are the head of your college in the Microsoft community. And the other thing is like GitHub Campus Export. So what it does is that it will provide you with resources, goodies, and certificates, stickers that you can organize these works to your junior, your batchmates, and on that community build up, so that it would help. And then and search for that straight away after your JEE means or JEE in projects, not just simple projects which almost everyone can make, but your project should be kind of a bit creative, like something which no one else have would have thought of yet. Focus on your projects, build as many projects as you can. It will surely help you building your resume and getting you internships and placement later on. And also focus on the topic DSA, that is data structures and algorithms. As I've already told you that it is the most important topic and you have to learn it very well. The next thing is CP. CP is again competitive programming. Just keep practicing it more and more so that you can crack interviews of companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and learn to organize events, community bonding, build your resume, participate in competitions like Google Summer of Code, organize various workshops by joining clubs like Developer Student Club, which is by Google, Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador, and GitHub Campus Expert. And just after second year, you can also do an internship. It's not compulsory, but it is there if you do. So later on, it will help you getting internships in the third year of your placement in the fourth year. And third year is the year of internships, and you have to focus on internships. Just keep applying for internships throughout the year, not only on campus but off campus too. Focus on data structures and algorithms, competitive programming, build your resume, build your LinkedIn profile, and just prepare for your interviews. That's it. And in fourth year, it's the time for your placement. It's that time when not just your 4 years but actually last 21 or 22 years, you have to just completely give it up to you. It's completely up to you that what kind of placement will you get. It's not just around that 4 year, but this fourth year is the most important thing. It not actually just it does not define your 4 years. It will define your last 21 or 22 years of your life. Even your 11th or 12th may not matter much, but if you get a good placement, it will be really very good for you. And the next thing is that there are few myths about CSE or misunderstandings about CSE. Some people say that if you get CSE in any good college, then placement is guaranteed. It's not actually like that. Even if you get into an IIT, let's say IIT Bombay, and you get computer science, then college does not guarantee your placements. It totally depends on you. What college does is that they can train you and bring some good companies at campus so that you can sit for their interviews. But whether you will be able to crack that interview or not, it totally depends on you. That's why I'm saying just focus on your programming skills, focus on your personality development, and it will surely help you a lot to crack any coding interview. And the second thing is that certain people say that job is the only option. Job is not the only option. If you're a business kind of person, you can even start a startup of your own. And you might have heard about the term freelancers. Freelancers are someone who are paid for projects. Like a client comes and they say that, okay, you build this website for me and I'll give this amount of money. So they does that and they are paid. Actually, according to a study, on an average, a freelancer earns more than a one. person who goes for a 9 to 5 job. So choose wisely. You can explore more about it and decide that whichever you will be like to go on. And the next thing is that computer science is not only about programming. See, throughout the 4 years, you will be studying around 40 to 45 subjects. And out of them, hardly 4 to 5 subjects will teach you programming languages. So it's not about only programming, it's more about the concepts. That is like what happens in the background. How does a computer work on a deeper level, that behind the scenes process. And the next thing is that chemistry is of no use. Physics comes in use a bit, but mathematics comes in use a lot. Whether it be programming or whether it be machine learning or data science, mathematics is really very important. So it's better if you start focusing on your mathematics skills from now onwards, as it will surely help you a lot in your computer science life too. And the other thing is that there are many things to learn, as I've already told you: web development, Android development, and blockchain, cloud computing. But you need not learn everything. Just choose anything in whichever you're comfortable with or whichever interests you, and just learn that. And see, computer science and engineering is actually a life skill. It teaches you the way to think and the way to solve problems, not just coding problems, but also life problems. Like there is a topic called dynamic programming, in which they teach us that how a big problem can be divided into certain small problems, and that small problems can be solved individually, and those individual solutions can be combined together to create that big solution of that complete big problem. So that's how actually life works. And the other tips which I would like to give you all is, like, you should all know this before joining your college. Make yourself familiar with basic computer software or hardware knowledge. Like you should be knowing that how does a RAM work, not on the deeper level, but at least at a surface level. You should be knowing about databases. You should learn your SQL queries very well, practice them, don't just memorize them, and learn any popular language. For now, you're learning Python. You can even choose C++ or Java. If you want to switch on to a new language, you can do that. And if you want to continue with the similar one, you can go for a deeper concepts in data sets and algorithms before joining the college itself. And the other thing is focus on self-learning. See, in new era or in schools, our teachers have literally spoon-fed us. But in colleges, the professors won't do that. So it's better if you focus more on self-learning in colleges. Learn to study by reading documentations of a particular language or technology stack from its official website. Like if you want to learn Django, don't refer websites. Django Docs is absolutely the best place to learn Django. It is the official documentation provided by Django. It is made by the people who have made Django. So it's better if you learn it from there. And the other thing which you should do before joining college is learn to use Unix-based terminal. Unix is like Linux. Learn to use projects using command prompt. Learn various commands. Because later in the corporate life, you just won't be able to use the interface or something. They will expect you to know commands too, so that it makes your work easier. And start building creative projects, not the bigger one, but at least start building small few creative projects with new ideas, so that it will surely help you a lot when you will sit for your interviews. And the other thing is that learn to use Git and GitHub. Whatever you code from now onwards, even if you are in 11th standard, learn to use Git and GitHub. Whatever you code, just put it on your GitHub profile. Will like when the let's say after 5 to 6 years, when the recruiters will see your profile that you're using GitHub since last 6 years, they will really be impressed by it. Like they will prefer you over any other candidate because you are already knowing all this stuff from the school itself. So it's better if you learn Git and GitHub. And if you want to learn Git and GitHub, on 5th of April, I'm going to organize a workshop on the same topic as a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. If you want more details about it, I will be sharing it on my Instagram, which is Anubhav_Madhav. So you can join that. And the additional tips which I would like to give is learn 10 figure typing. Like how you can do that is if you're using WhatsApp, install it on your PC and then reply to your friends or families using your laptop only. So it will surely help you increase your typing speed. And the next thing is that never ever pay for online courses. Everything is available for free on the internet. And learn from YouTube and websites like Geeks for Geeks, Udemy, EDX, and Coursera, and that too for free. Udemy courses are available for free if you can get coupons anyhow. Coursera courses are available for free if you will apply for financial aids. The other thing is that no need to buy first-hand books. You can use second-hand books. And I think you need not even take any hard copy of any books because you will surely get PDFs of all your books anyhow. So it's better if you want some book, you can buy it secondhand, or else PDF would also work. So just stop buying books in colleges. And the next thing is that start practicing on websites like HackerRank, then move on to website like CodeChef, then move on to website like CodeForces, then Top Coder and LeetCode. If you want to crack interviews of companies like Google or Amazon, then you should surely go for a website like LeetCode. But start with the very basic one. As I've written in the hierarchy, it's HackerRank, then CodeChef, then CodeForces, then either Top Coder or LeetCode. And the other most important thing is that take good care of your health, do some outdoor activity daily to maintain your metabolism. As software engineers, we spend almost 10 to 12 hours in front of the screen. So it's really very important for us to maintain our metabolism. So maintain some hobby so that you go out and benefits your body. And the other last thing is that keep exploring more and more, especially in your first year. So finally, I would like to summarize it as you have to focus on your programming skills, which is whatever language you're comfortable, and then object-oriented programming, recursion, database management system, and the most important is data structures and algorithms. If you can learn it from now itself, it's better for you. The other thing is event management skills, host workshops at your colleges, and focus on skills like public speaking and leadership skills, and also create a healthy lifestyle, develop a hobby or sports, anything which can help you remove your stress. Learn to work in team and surround yourself with smart people. Choose friends wisely, I would say that your surroundings makes you. And at last, I would like to say that don't forget to enjoy your college life, live in the present moment, stay happy, and keep working hard. So if you have any questions, then please do ask. And thank you.
Okay, Anubhav, you can stop your screen share.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, students, you can ask questions, whatever questions you have, all those who are present, or you can even type out your question in the chat box if you want. No, Anubhav, we don't have any
Yes,
questions.
ma'am. That's good. They don't have any doubts.
You can tell them more about the Microsoft program that you are into. You are the student ambassador for Microsoft in your school, so you can share about that a bit.
Okay, so well, not just it's not just in schools. There are many such other things for schools too. I don't know exactly the names, but you can search for that. That you can
And
be a
and and
ambassador or a
one more thing.
representative. Yes, ma'am.
You said in your meeting that New Era teachers spoon feed the children. No, we don't spoon feed children.
No, ma'am, actually, I feel that what I really feel is that teachers of the new era are the best among whole Vadodara. That's what I feel.
Oh,
Because I don't think that anyone else like you or Aditya sir would have thought this better. I really
no,
appreciate
no,
it, ma'am.
jokes apart. I jokes
Still,
apart.
because what I feel is that colleges, professors do not care about that whether we are studying or not. But in schools,
we
you really
have
care about us.
we in New Era, I think Sneh and all these people would understand. Harshil is also there, Venya is there now, that we in New Era, we teachers, we care about students. So हम students के साथ इतना ज्यादा घुल मिल जाते हैं ना कि अगर कुछ problem होती है कुछ होता है तो we just really want them to shine and we are just behind them. So it's not spoon feeding something, but it's like we care about students. है ना?
Yeah,
CA
actually,
हमें
it's care
इसमें
about students.
you'll be able to comment. हर्षिल, दर्पण, ऐसा लगता है कि
Like, yeah, they are our backbones.
Exactly. There are backbones.
Okay, yeah.
Especially
Now,
Adarsh ma'am is my backbone.
oh नहीं नहीं अभी नहीं. अब तो तू खुद कर रहा है बहुत अच्छा. एक time था when I was
Ma'am, you know what?
literally behind you.
Uh,
There was a time when I was behind you.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know what? Last year I developed a blog website of my own using Django only, and
Okay.
that too I have also mentioned your name. That special thanks to my ma'am, Adarsh ma'am, for
Oh, I haven't
like
seen
building me
that.
and
I
helping me
haven't
throughout.
seen that. I haven't seen that.
I'll share you. I'll share
You
the
share me
link
the
with you
link on
here.
WhatsApp and we'll see it. I'll see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, I want to know more about the Microsoft Ambassador program where I want my 11th standard students, current 11th standard students to just listen to it carefully. I want you to start that, okay?
Okay. Okay. See what basically Microsoft Lunch in the Ambassador program is. There are around only 4,200 Microsoft Lunch in the Ambassadors throughout the world for now, and someone wants to get admit. Okay. And the thing is that they choose people like those who are willing to help their juniors or their batchmates. They choose leaders who are like really very good at explaining things, who are really very good to share things, who are excited to share everything of their own. And like, and the plus point is that if you become a Microsoft Luncheon ambassador, it will surely help you get some good job or somewhere. And even in Microsoft, they can provide us with an internship opportunity or a job opportunity if we perform very well as a Microsoft Luncheon ambassador. Like what all we need to do is that we organize various events or workshops, whether it be offline at our college campus or even online. So people can join it, people can learn it, and all we need to do is just show that logo of Microsoft, that it's a Microsoft Luncheon Ambassador event. And they also provide us with various gifts, too many gifts actually. I'm soon going to receive many of them, like t-shirts, bottles, stress buster ball, a Rubik's Cube of Microsoft, and many such things. Like you would definitely love it.
Okay, how
Even
did you start
even
this?
they have started
How
giving
did you
a
enroll for this
mask.
program?
Actually, you can visit their website studentambassadors.com,
If you can
where you
share the
can just
link,
fill in
if
that
you can,
application
yeah,
form.
if you can share the link or something.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Chillian,
ma'am.
you want that?
Just sharing it in the chat box.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, where is the chat box?
Where is the chat box? You need to find it for yourself. I think you're not able to chat.
No,
Ma'am, we
ma'am.
are
Ma'am, there is
disabled.
no chat
There is no
box.
option of chat box in the.
Okay, this is the paid version. Okay, well, let's do one thing. Anubhav, you can share it with me on my WhatsApp and I'll
Yes,
share
ma'am.
it in the 11th standard group.
Yes, ma'am. I've shared it.
Okay, you can do that. You can do that. Because even I'm
Yes,
not
ma'am.
able to
I've done
find
that.
this is the new version of Zoom that I'm using today, the paid version.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that link.
Yeah, this is the paid version of Zoom.
Okay. And like what you have to do is just fill in your personal details. They'll ask you three questions. One is like inspire, second is teach, third is I forgot what third was. Third is outreach. And like you have to answer almost three of them, but at least on one you have to make a YouTube video and upload it on YouTube. Like in Inspire, you have to tell that why do you want to become a Microsoft Solution Ambassador? Like you have to answer it like I love to help people, I love to share my knowledge, I love to gain from others. And in teach is like if you have to teach some concept or some particular topic to your friend or to your juniors, how will you teach that? So you have to answer that accordingly. And then third is like if you have to publicize an event, you're going to organize an event of your own, then how will you publicize it? So you can say that I'll be using some Discord channels or WhatsApp groups or even publicize it on LinkedIn. So you can answer it accordingly. So well, if you want to get selected, the highest chances if you maintain your social media profile, especially LinkedIn, very well, you will get hired. That's it. You should be showing your willingness to share and grow with people more and more. That community thing, like we all will learn, we all will grow together. You all will
Okay.
get to know such things when you enter your college. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anyone else who wants to ask anything?
Well, they can't type for now. If you want to speak, you can speak.
Yeah, so you will have to unmute yourself and speak if you want to. No? Okay, fine. Then I think we can wind up the session,
Yes, ma'am.
Anubhav. Thank you for all your time that you have. You prepared a PPT and you're communicating with me since so
Yes, ma'am.
long. And we had postponed and still you're there with us during this COVID
Yes,
time.
ma'am. Well,
Okay.
thanks to you
Thank
for
you
this
so much.
wonderful opportunity.
Yes, and always be there for my present students. If they need any help, we'll be disturbing you
Yes,
on
ma'am.
and off,
Sure. I would
whether
love
it's
to get disturbed.
WhatsApp or anything. I'm more interested in this Microsoft program, so I'm going to be behind, spoon feed my 11th and 12th standard children to at least achieve
Yes, ma'am.
that, the Google thing and the
Yeah,
Microsoft thing
similar
that you
is a
shared.
kind of Google DSC, but I would become a Google DSC lead as soon as I enter my fourth year. But for now, I'm just in third year, so I can't apply for that. So similar is Google DSC, Google Developer Student Clubs, and for Microsoft, it is Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anubhav,
Yeah.
once
Thank you,
again.
ma'am.
And thank you all my 11th
Bye,
standards
ma'am.
and all the students, all the students who are present. Fine?
Thank
Bye,
you.
bye.
Thank you.